Opening of 9. Stand by, they're off and they're racing. Vinnie Nay dwelt at the start, missed it slightly. Dropping back as well, Classy Mary after the break. The favourite though got going best of all in Fast Break, and also the equal favourite now on the outside going up to join at Consignment. So they're going to be 1-2 settling down. Right in behind those next of all when they get going is Super Fatale occupying third spot. Then She's a Splinter. Street Monarch found itself 3 deep outside of those. Further back behind those next of all is Sticky Lips, being followed then by Vinnie Nay, who's gone up through the middle now. Over on the outside of it is at the head of the others, Lot of Charm, the newcomer, posted a bit wide in running. Further back behind those, Light Creator in the second half of the field. Also back there is He's a Hellraiser as they approach the turn, and Delago's Rock is second from last. The tail ender is Classy Mary. They turn for home at the 350, and Consignment on the outside goes up, grabs the lead from Fast Break on the outside. Street Monarch with the blaze, and She's a Splinter starting to pick its way through. Coming down the outside is Vinnie Nay. Consignment, the leader, Street Monarch, getting right up on the inside now. She's a Splinter, and Consignment's going to hold on. Consignment in a bustling finish has just won it from She's a Splinter, charging to the line with Vinnie Nay. Street Monarch battled away hard in a tight go for third. They were followed further back by Lot of Charm. Next home was Fast Break, who weakened out of the contest. Further back behind those then came Delago's Rock. In behind them the stablemates Classy Mary, Sticky Lips together, followed further back by He's a Hellraiser. Second from last, Light Creator, and towards the tail end of proceedings is Super Fatale. Consignment number 1, Stevie Parnham, wins the opening event for the day. Charging at it, She's a Splinter, Willie Pike getting right up on the inside. And a bob of the heads for third, tight Vinnie Nay, Street Monarch. In 1:11.46, a long head is the winning margin. Consignment gets the job done. Had to sit outside of Fast Break. They did in fact run equal favourites right on the death. Equal favourites, 280 each of 2, Consignment, Fast Break. Sevens run third, Vinnie Nay, and fourth will go the way of Street Monarch, who toughed it out admirably after being wide throughout. Did some bullocking here. Consignment second up, coming out of the Perth Stakes by Playing God, a colt from Silver Wharf, and Ev Carroll and Parnham Pool, Cook Bill Biggs, Darren Lee, D White, Ms R Jokic, G Prater, A Miles, Stephen Parnham the winning rider. Second home is She's a Splinter by Splintex from Tony May, trained by Josh Brown, ridden by Willie Pike. And third going the way of 7, Vinnie Nay, who's by I Am Invincible from Heart of Grace for Paul Silvestro, and trained by Neville Parnham, ridden by Brad Parnham. So the stable there get 1 and 3rd in the opening event for the day. 5th home Fast Break after dropping out. So a long head, half a length were the margins to race number 1 on the program. Let's go to race 2, Liquor Baron's handicap, before we take you down and join Lockie in the yard. The split there for the first is 34.89. In race number 2 on the card, they'll get underway at 4 minutes after 1 o'clock. Let's go to Lockie here with Neville Parnham getting on the board nice and early here with Consignment. Ran 280, equal favourite, and has just delivered after a pretty tough performance.
Thanks, Darren. A fantastic win here from Consignment as Neville Parnham joins me now. Neville, congratulations on the win. As a type, he's always been an absolute specimen and a pleasure to assess and look at in the mounting yard, and nice to see him get the job done and break his maiden here today.
Yeah, that was the purpose of coming here. You know, I sort of looked at obviously the Karrakatta, but we didn't quite make it, and to be honest with you, I wasn't that upset about him not making it, because he's still... yeah, like really green and sort of not knowing what to do, how to let go and all those sort of things. So I just said to Steve today, look, if he jumps clean today, he was a bit tardy out the other day, just let him roll and go with it. And obviously the equal favourite went forward, so it was actually probably a good spot to be in. He toughed it out well, but I think he's a horse that will make into a pretty nice horse going forward. But it's all a bit too soon for him, I think. Plan was to sort of go to the sires, but that might be a bridge too far. I'll just see what Stevie says and make some assessments. It might be better to just try and let him win races and then try and sort of next time round hopefully he'll be a bit more mature.
In his previous couple starts, he's rattled home from the back half of the field. Ultimately, do you feel like that will be the way to ride him moving forward when he has a few horses to follow?
I think once he learns what he's got to do, I think that'll be the way to ride him, off the pace. But just drawing that out a little bit, it's a bit of a tricky gate when you're drawing the middle there. And yeah, I just left it up to Steve what to do. But obviously he assessed it on the way he jumped and put him in a forward spot, and it worked for us today.
How about the stablemate? It looks like yourself and the Silvestro boys are going to have some fun with him.
Yeah, they bred him. He's by I'm Invincible, and unfortunately we lost his full brother to an accident. But he was a very big horse. He's a big horse, but he's actually a really nice moving horse, and I think he's got a bright future, the horse. Yeah.
Who's the best of the rest for the Neville Parnham team? There's no shortage of them.
Yeah, there's no shortage. I thought Garantor would run a pretty forward race. I thought his trial was good the other day, but Bob's horse in that race, Young Steele's horse, it looked like it trialled up pretty well. So, yeah, look, I think the whole lot of them have sort of got their chances. I'm hoping Star Supreme can bounce back and run well today. I was disappointed with the other day, but I think she can bounce back.
Nice way to start the day here. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Neville Parnham and his son Steve with Scotty.
Stevie, since this horse first stepped out, you could see he had ability.
Yeah, he's a nice animal. He's a beautiful type, and he's always showed something from day one. He's still learning, and he feels like he's still a fraction immature, but the ability's there, and he's just going to keep improving.
Perth Stakes-wise, it looked like they sort of threw the anchor in the middle stages, and for him it meant when they were sprinting, they were all going at the same speed.
Yeah, and we also added a tongue tie because I felt like he choked himself down in the run too. He gurgled a bit after the line, and since he's had that on, he's been a more relaxed horse. It's just helped him be more comfortable, and today was his first race with it. He obviously began well, and being a field of fairly newcomers in the race, I didn't want to find too much trouble. When he began well, I just let him race quite forward. It's probably a bit more forward than where he will end up being when he finally matures, but today was all about just getting the job done.
With the rail out 14 and a cutaway, it is awkward, but I suppose it is a good educational experience because on straightening, then there's horses left, right and centre.
For sure. He the corner feels a bit sharp for a horse like him too, so he did spray it a bit, and I just let him stay in a balanced rhythm rather than try and drag him around it. And yeah, probably was left a little bit of a sitting duck there, but he could hear him coming and did enough to win, so it was just a good tick of the box for him today, and progressing forward. I think if he pulls up well, he'll go to the sides. He'll be very competitive in that, and I'm looking forward to him more being coming back this time in the spring as a 3-year-old.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Stevie Parnham. He combines with Father Neville and Consignment to take out race 1 here at Ascot.